not so happy to review this EP. Ow! The only reason I dare to review it, well, I don't even know why I'm really reviewing it. I recently had a bit of a feud with I'm not even gonna say the word, the incel community, the incel core community, because I did a video about negative XP destroying his ass with facts and logic, and so obviously I'm pretty sensitive about interacting with such a community. But you see, I was spammed on Twitter and such by many, email, Twitter, all around the world, people begging me to review this Gjallarhornit EP, pronounced Gjallarhornit or something like that according to freaking Bandcamp. I'm not gonna freaking, if you have to put a freaking tutorial on your Bandcamp how to pronounce your band name, I'm not gonna practice it. I'm not gonna. And the point is this is an artist that formerly went as Birdbath, came out of the incel core community, was even on a freaking compilation with the negative XP trolls, and I didn't want to review it because it's a freaking cell. But they posted all sorts of things at me, and they even posted this GIF here. And I will say, this GIF is kind of epic. This is certainly some of the best fan art I've ever had so far. And I've had lots of good fan art. But this is kind of fudged up how well that captures exactly what I do. So, because of everybody harassing me and this GIF, basically, I decided to listen to it, and I have to say, let's just go ahead and start by taking a look at the album cover, and I'll explain. I do like this album artwork. It, I like that shade of yellow they chose. It's obviously bright, but not like obnoxious or overbearing or anything like that. I like the hand-drawn sun. Kind of gives like an indie artsy feel to it. Kind of maybe it was the same artist who drew the GIF of me. Probably the same artist there. Probably is Gjallarhornit, whatever you want to call it. Probably that person themselves. And so good. Yeah, so let's just talk about the freaking music. The music here is one of the very few releases from the incel core scene that actually has any resemblance of any punk influence in it whatsoever. Because what Gjallarhornit has done here is taken a lot of fantastic influences. With the opening track, Romeo, we have a spin-off to the Christian death song, Romeo's Distress, which is a freaking fantastic song by a fantastic band, and you really hear that death rock influence, that bass tone that's so just heavy and catchy and repeated with the guitar riff that's kind of sustaining these notes. I mean, it's a great song. It's a spin-off of the song that actually does the song justice with some very, very catchy melodies. This whole EP is just lots of really catchy vocal melodies with the lyrics that aren't always so comprehensible because it's kind of like in the back of the mix, but you got these guitars that are nice and distorted, but not like super painful or anything like that. Kind of like distorted, sort of like a Ramones guitar tone where it's like distorted, but it's playing these kind of catchy, accessible chords. So it's kind of like a sweet and noisy tone. And then we got the drums, which are real clicky, clacky, kind of acoustic sounding, almost like folk punky kind of drums. And you got the freaking, like I said, the bass with the loud post-punky bass, the catchy ass vocal melodies. It's bringing a lot of cool influences together in an EP that actually I think ultimately comes together as like a very like surf punk EP. A lot of these very bluesy progressions and just a lot of melodies that feel like you're out in the sun having fun, but it has this sort of like dark, lo-fi kind of edge to it as well. It's a blend of surf punk and death rock, which is something I haven't really ever seen before, done before, with some catchy, very catchy vocals. I love the mix here, the way it sounds so indie, folk punky as well. Like, this is just an ear candy, ear pleaser of an EP with actual punk influence that came from the freaking It's literally the only good incel core EP. And I don't even want to call it incel core. Maybe Gjallarhornit changed their name from birdbath, because they used to be birdbath when they were doing negative XP stuff, to Gjallarhornit because he wanted to distance himself from that. But I'm not convinced because a lot of these lyrics are still very incel-y. He even has a song called The Homophobic F Word. Not that, like it's literally F-A. Spell the word. I'm not gonna spell the word out here before I get freaking canceled. He literally titled a song that, and maybe he's bisexual or something, but all the songs here are clearly about yearning to have some relationship with a girl, so it's like kind of incel-y lyrics with this kind of virtue signaling that he's not afraid to use offensive language in the song titles, which is gonna please the incel core alt-right community. So he's still kind of, you know, it's not like he's really abandoned that completely. So yeah, I mean, it just kind of fucking ruins the EP because there's no denying it's good, and there's no denying it's fucking incel crap. And I have to live with that. Anthony Fantano told me that people can't make good music. And Gjallarhornit shows me that anything can happen in my nightmares. So, I'm not even going to rate this EP, but it's very good. It's very good. But I'm not giving it a score because it's an incel. So, if you're bisexual, I forgive you for saying the F-A-G-G-A-O word in the title. But if you're not, please DM me on Twitter. I need to tell you why this is not okay. I hope this makes sense. This doesn't make sense. Punk Revolution now.